Hello friends, we are discussing about recursive algorithm. In previous video I explained about analysis of recursive algorithm and one example about factorial of given number using recursive method. Okay, we'll take second example of recursive method, that is Tower of Hanoi puzzle. In this puzzle there are n disks of different sizes that can slide onto any of three pegs. Okay, so here there are three pegs are there. Okay, so there are n number of disks, maybe one disk, maybe two disks, maybe three disks, maybe any number of disks, maybe 10 disks, 20 disks, any number of disks. Okay, of different sizes. All the disks have different sizes. Initially all disks are on the first peg in order of size. Okay, so example here these are all the disks here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 disks are there. Okay, so the bigger disk at bottom side. Okay, next to bigger. Okay, like this, the smaller disk at the top. Okay, the goal is to move all the disks to the third peg. You have to move all the disks to the third peg using second one as auxiliary. This is second one as auxiliary if necessary. We can move only one disk at a time. We can move only one disk at a time. We can't move more than one disk at a time. We have to move only one disk. And it is forbidden to place a larger disk on top of smaller one. Okay, so we can't place smaller disk below and bigger disk above. Okay, it is not permissible. Okay, always the bigger disk is bottom side and smaller disk above. The problem has an elegant recursive solution which is illustrated in figure. To move n greater than one disk from peg 1 to peg 3 with peg 2 as auxiliary. If it is only one disk, directly you can move that disk from first peg to third peg. Okay, then secondary peg is not necessary. Okay, directly you place first disk and from peg 1 to peg 3. Okay, directly you can transfer, no problem at all. If it is more than one, you need a auxiliary peg. Okay, if it is more than one, okay, you need peg 2. Okay, if you want to move from peg 1 to peg 3, this is peg 1, this is peg 3, this is peg 2. Okay, as auxiliary. We first move recursively n minus 1 disk from peg 1 to peg 2. Okay, you have to move recursively peg 1 to peg 2. Okay, with peg 3 as auxiliary, because if it is more than one disk, you can't directly place here. Okay, if you place smaller one first here, then bigger one you have to place at the top. It is not permissible. Okay, so you need second auxiliary disk. Okay, so initially you can't place directly, so first you place on the second peg, assuming peg 3 as auxiliary, then move the largest disk directly from peg 1 to peg 3. Okay, assume here 6 disks are there. You move 5 disks. Okay, in secondary auxiliary disk peg, then you move that largest disk on third peg. Okay, so finally move recursively n minus 1 disk from peg 2 to peg 3. Finally you move remaining all disk from peg 2 to peg 3 recursively. Okay, using peg 1 as auxiliary. Directly you can't move, you need another peg. Okay, if n equal to 1, we move the single disk directly from source peg to the destination peg. This is the source peg, this is the destination peg. If it is only one disk, you place from one here to here, no problem at all. Okay, by taking example you can get clearly. Okay, so these are here three disks are there. Okay, this is peg 1, peg 2, peg 3. Okay, we say towers also, and this is smallest one, and this is middle one, this is largest one. Always largest one you have to place at the bottom, smallest one at the top. See the steps here. Okay, this is peg 1, we also say pole 1 also. Okay, so first what you have to do is you have to move all the discs. There are 3 discs out there. You have to move to third peg or third pole. Okay, so this is the final output. Okay, this is the final result. Okay, how initially this is the source, this is the destination. Okay, so directly you can't place. Okay, so intermediate there are many steps out there. Okay, let's see the steps. First step, okay, move the smaller disc to the third pole. Okay, third peg. Okay, this one. Next, second disc, place auxiliary in the second peg. Okay, and after that you place this smaller disc here in the second peg. Okay, then you move this largest disc, okay, to the destination. Okay, third peg. Okay, after that, okay, so this is in the correct position. Okay, after that you move smaller disc to the first peg. Okay, then after that now you move this middle disc to the third peg. Okay, after that you move smaller peg to the third peg, a smaller disc to the third peg. Okay, like this you have to move. Okay, so these are the steps to move disc from all the 3 discs from peg 1 to peg 3 using secondary auxiliary peg. Okay, so this is about 3 discs. Okay, if it is 4 discs, then different steps. Okay, maybe more number of steps. If 5 discs, again more number of discs. Okay, okay, this is also same example. Okay, next, the number of moves m of n, number of moves from moves m of n depends only on n. Okay, it depends upon the n value. Okay, how many moves you have to do. If it is only n is 1, only 1 move. If it is n equal to 3, there are many moves, around 7, 8 moves are there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 moves are there. So it depends upon the n value. If n equal to 4, there are many moves. Okay, the number of moves m of n depends on only on n. The recurrence equation is m of n equal to m of n minus 1 plus 1 plus m of n minus 1 for n greater than 1. We have the following recurrence relation for the number of moves m of n. Okay, so here m of n minus 1, m of n minus 1 means what? 2 m of n minus 1 plus 1 for m greater than 1. If n is equal to 1, then only 1. Number of moves is only 1. We solve this recurrence by the same method of backward substitution. M of n is equal to 2m of n minus 1 plus 1. Okay, in place of n, now if you write n minus 1, okay, wherever n is there, you write n minus 1, 2m. Okay, here n is there, write n minus 1, n minus 1 minus 1, it becomes n minus 2. Okay, plus 1. Okay, m of n minus 1 equal to what? In place of n, write n minus 1. n minus 1, if you write n minus 1 minus 1 means n minus 2. Okay, then m of n minus 1 is equal to what? 2m of n minus 2 plus 1. So here m of n minus 1 you replace with this part, because m of n minus 1 equal to 2m n minus 2 plus 1. No, okay, wherever m of n minus 1 is there, you write this part. Okay, here m2 write as it is, 2 outside, m of n minus 1 you write this one, 2m n minus 2 plus 1, 2m n minus 2 plus 1, then plus 1 this one. Okay, again if you simplify, 2 into 2, that is 2 square, m n minus 2 plus 1, then plus 2, then this is plus 2, then already plus 1 is there. Okay, then m of n minus 2 is equal to what? M of n minus 2 is equal to, okay, so here in place of n, write n minus 2. Okay, if you write n minus 2, 2m in place of n minus 2. Okay, then here m of n minus 2. Okay, in place of n write n minus 2. Okay, 2m in place of n write n minus 2. N minus 2 minus 1. Okay, means what? N minus 3, then plus 1. Okay, so here you replace m of n minus 2 with 2m n minus 3 plus 1. Okay, in place of m of n minus 2 write this part. Okay, then 2 you take outside. Okay, so in place of m of n minus 2 write this part. Okay, then 2m n minus 3 plus 1. Okay, plus 1, and this already exists. Okay, this 2 plus 1 already exists, write as it is. Okay, then you again you simplify, you get 2 cube m of n minus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, you get this one. The pattern of the first three sums on the left suggests that the next one will be. Okay, so like this continues. Then the m of n minus 3 n minus 4 is equal to the power of 4 m n minus 4 2 cube plus 2 square plus 2 plus 1. In generally, after I substitution, we get m of n is equal to the power of I. Okay, m of n is equal to the power of I. Okay, it may I may be 5, 6, whatever it may be. N minus I. Okay, example 5. Okay, if it is 5 to the power of 5 or to the power of 6. Okay, like this. To the power of I may be anything, 6, 7, 10, anything. N minus I plus 2 the power of I minus 1 plus 2 the power of I minus 2 plus 2 plus 1, like this. Okay, so in general, to the power of I m of n minus I plus 2 the power of I minus 1. Since the initial condition is specified for n equal to 1, which is achieved for I is equal to n minus 1, we get the following formula for solution to recurrence. M of n is equal to the power of n minus 1 m of n minus 1 plus to the power of n minus 1 minus 1. This is the general. To the power of n minus 1. Okay, simply n minus n get cancelled, 1 is remain. So to the power of n minus 1 minus 1 equal to the power of n minus 1 plus to the power of n minus 1 minus 1. Okay, so here to the power, again if you simplify, you get to the power of n minus 1. Okay, alternatively, by counting the number of nodes in the tree obtained by recursive calls, we can get the total number of calls made by the tower of ni algorithms. C of n is equal to from I equal to 0 to n minus 1 to the power of L, where L is the level in the tree in figure. Okay, here level is 1, 2, 3. Okay, it depends, here depends upon the n value. Okay, these are the levels. Okay, so equal to the power of n minus 1. If n equal to 5, to the power of 4 minus 1. Okay, so here n is divided into n minus 1, n minus 1. Again n minus 1 divided into n minus 2, n minus 2. Here also n minus 2, n minus 2. Okay, so at the last 2, 2, then here 2, 2. Then again 2 divided into 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, like this. Okay, this is tree of recursive calls made by recursive algorithm for the tower of Hanoi puzzles. Okay, clear? No, this is about the tower of Hanoi. Okay, thank you.